Well then, let's restart. 7. Cradle Hollow. There's a hole in my chest. Something warm is spilling out of the wound, and something cold invades me in its place. A dreadful, yet calming feeling. This is death. I feel a little pain and a little comfort in this peaceful darkness. It was 8 days before the beginning of the Fifth Holy Grail War. I arrived in the city of Fuyuki and began preparing for the battle. After learning the topography of the location, I decided on the hiding place that would become my base. With everything perfectly prepared, I summoned a servant. Unlike all the work I have done until now, this process made my heart swing. It was not the joy in anticipation of fighting. 2 things happened that made me happy for the first time. About my duties. You told me to cross the ocean. You said to travel around the wide world. Uncertain of myself, I asked in trepidation if he was in any way dissatisfied with having to form a contract with me. To which the servant I summoned replied.
昔、一度だけ女戦士と肩を並べて戦ったことがあってな。あんたには、あの女の面影がある。
His laughter felt so good, it made my unease feel ridiculous. It's not that I was betrayed. It's just that they had unshakable hearts from the very beginning. I was all show and never decided on the self that every person must have by the time they reach adulthood. I never had any confidence. Focusing entirely on forging the armor of my autonomous self, I was never able to forge my living self. My inner self, weak and cowardly, I have been disappointed by the world ever since the moment I was born. You go through each day as if it was work, my father used to say. That's because I had given up. I was unable to hope, and by having no hope, I let every day pass me by. But that's because I was scared of everything. In truth, I wanted to be rewarded more than anyone else, and yet I continued deceiving myself, pretending to be wise. In truth, I could have enjoyed those days like an ordinary person would, and yet I continued averting my eyes because I would lose it all one day. In truth, being like this is so easy. I want to overcome this weakness so much, that I've accepted, that I can't bear, that I'll live out my life. To live my life, feeling this miserable, feeling so miserable. To be honest, I didn't want to die. And then I fall down to this place, the hell I kept on tasting with every repetition. The bottom of the pot, made solely from the resentment and hatred of the dead for all living beings. Being here is painful. It cannot possibly be compared with the previous sense of peace. Having suffered through death already, I feel like I'll lose my mind having to suffer here afterwards. It lasts for but a few minutes before revival, yet this feeling still makes me nauseous every time. The first time I experienced it, I called it hell.
あれが地獄と呼ばれる地点なのかわからない。ただおぞましく汚らしかった。意識のある者にはあれは最低の土窟です。
But that's not right. This is not hell. This is not the place the dead fall down to. My hell and my rebirth was the peace I felt a while ago. That's why this is, I had realized it long ago, his.
そうなんだ。参ったな。俺は特別感じないけど、気がついたらここにいるって感じで。
This is where he came from. The way the thing called Angramainyu was before putting on its disguise. It is the place where he remained before forming a contract with me. And this is where he will return once our contract ends, this false world. Yet there is no pain in it for him. A place that is nothing but suffering to a human like me does not bother him in the slightest. This memory is his everyday life. Prison, plunder, abuse, contempt, an eternal void. And at the end of the suffering, having affirmed the ugly side of humanity, a selfless trance. No happiness, no sadness, not to mention suffering, nothing exists there. It is the pure land. This was the life of a certain youth said to be the epitome of all the evil in the world. But all that blank space is already starting to get filled. Once the picture is finished, he will simply return to that place. No matter how artificial it may be, this Holy Grail war is his ideal world. I don't trust the likes of him anymore. But I wonder, why is he trying to make this wish end? I wake up from my slumber. It was the most vivid death I had until now, yet I also feel calmer than ever before. No, maybe they are just frozen solid. Both my reason and emotion, the way I am now, I can do anything, no doubt.
よう、起きたかマスター。落ち着いているようで何よりだ。
Same as always, I can see Avenger's figure in the corner of the room, occupied with a puzzle. It's getting on my nerves. He's supposed to be my familiar, yet he does nothing the way I want him to. If you're originally a formless shadow, how about I lock you up in an insect cage?
お、まだやる気満々みたいだな。打たれ強いね、実際。元サーバントに殺されたっていうのに全然答えてないみたいだ。
Wicked laughter. A flame lights up again in my chilled mind. What I can let slide isn't his loose manners, it's this air of a villain that he assumes.
なぜですか、アンリマユ。この聖杯戦争は私だけの望みではない。いえ、今では私以上に望む者がいるはずだ。私にはわからない。私たちの望みは同じなのに、どうして終わらせようとするのです。
I shout with clenched fists. More than why I had been betrayed, I want to know how he feels. And yet,
飽きた。つまんねえ。
he utters right away. Up until now, I have done nothing short of a stellar job of hiding my own emotions.
アベンジャー。
そう睨むなよ。ほら、あんたもいい加減満足しただろ。念願の聖杯戦争を楽しんで大抵の顛末を味わった。けどさ、ここにはあんたに必要だったものは何一つなかった。まあ、なんだ。俺から切り出すのは使い魔としてルール違反なんだが、そろそろいいだろう。契約を破棄しようぜ、マスター。それで、この話はおしまいだ。
Knowing full well what it means, Avenger holds out his hand. I cannot do this. I've crossed paths with many up until this point, but once I've taken another sand, I can never let go.
アベンジャー。あなた、まだ私が見えている。
Avenger's body wavers ever so slightly. As I thought, he has all but returned to the void already.
言っておきますが、私はこの聖杯戦争を止めるつもりはありません。元の死体に戻るなど真っ平だ。
そうか。マスターがそう言うなら契約は続けるしかない。しかし、こうなると聖杯戦争の本当の勝者に、また聖杯を壊してもらうしかないか。
そんなことできるわけが。
できるよ。あいつは一度やってるからな。言っただろう。これは第5回目の再現なんだって。聖杯を壊したやつが聖杯までたどり着いたら、そりゃ壊れても不思議はないさ。
そう。それが。
Avengers' last trump card. No, it's the final act before the curtains fall, planned from the very beginning.
アベンジャー。
ん
I pinned the black shadow to the wall.
もっと早くからこうすればよかった。あなたは私のサーバントなのに言うことを聞かなすぎた。
I leave no room for a counterattack. I'll use a command spell right now and there's no cage around to confine him in? In that case.
お前なんて私の左腕にでもなってしまえ。
With this, he can no longer go out and meet the winner of the Holy Grail War on his own. I don't want to die. I don't want to kill him either. Therefore, from here on, I will protect the Holy Grail.
契約は破棄しない。アンリ、この世界を止めるというなら、あなたであろうと私の敵だ。
Come, let us continue the Holy Grail War. The Holy Grail is mine. This wish is mine. I won't let anyone destroy them. Well, let's look for the next scene. Now here's something new. Alone. No matter how often I come here, the church is always the same. There's nothing here. Let's go elsewhere. Hopefully I'll have a definite objective the next time I'm here. That's all? Okay. Well, let's try this again. With Saber. No matter how often I come here, the church is always the same. Saber hasn't noticed anything either. There's nothing here. Let's go elsewhere. Hopefully I'll have a definite objective the next time I'm here. In the middle of the bridge, something strange catches my eye. I stop and stare, but can't possibly understand what their intention is.
何やってんだあいつ。
If I leave it alone, it'll come back to bite me later. As a friend, I should at least give a word of caution.
ありゃ、見るからに不審なのが雲みたいによじ登ってくるかと思えば、レミヤさんちのシロくんじゃない。どうしたの？こんなところにやってきて。ここ車道だから危ないわよ。あ、それともダイブ
Suddenly, I feel drained. For her to seriously worry I'm going to jump off, I just don't get her thought process.
あのな、遠坂。友人の身を案じてやってきた人間にその反応はないんじゃないのか？あと、危ないのはそっちの方だ。
え？嘘？さっきの見てたの？エミヤくん。
What did she do?
じゃあ見えちゃった？ずっと見てた？バッチリ見てたのね、こんちくしょう。
は？
0.2 seconds after I tilted my head in confusion at Tosaka's eccentric behavior, a single punch, as if to counterattack, made explosive contact with the side of my head.
すみません、誤解でした。
Sorry, she lowers her arms to her sides with a slight bow. In addition to her study of Chinese martial arts, it seems like Tosaka has taken up karate
い
too.
や、すごいぞ遠坂。全身を使い切った理想的な右フックだった。頬骨にひび入ってるかもしんない。
He he he. I don't say it, but I tell her through the look in my eyes that her feelings alone aren't enough to earn my forgiveness.
だからごめんってば。今のは全面的に私が悪かったです。東西南北、上から下まで不注意でした。
It's unusual to hear such an earnest apology from Tosaka. Troubling people is like a hobby for this red devil, but the moment when one of her careless mistakes ends up making trouble for someone, she becomes unexpectedly meek. At times like these, Tosaka tends to do whatever she pleases, but unfortunately the place she chose is a 2-lane roadway with a 60 km/h speed limit, where even the slightest negligence can get you run over.
まあ今後はもうちょい行動を遅めるように。考え即殴るではあなたの今後が心配です。
Not so much for her future as those of the innocent people in her near vicinity.
失礼ね。普段はもっと冷静よ。今のだって見てたのがシロじゃなかったらストップかかったわ。
何？遠坂の中じゃ俺は無条件で有罪扱いなのか？
え？ああ、そうじゃなくて、他の人だったら慌てなかったというか、そんなに恥ずかしくなかったというか、ああ、いや、誰であろうと有罪なのは確かなんだけど、
いまいち要領を得ないな。つまりさっきの誤解においては俺だけ罪が重いと。
そうよ。そうだってシロ、目いいじゃない。
So that's it. At this point, even I can understand what's going on. After eating that devastating punch, I explained that I had just gotten here and she entered self-loathing mode. After that, she refused to say anything but, don't ask me why, but...
わからんな。なんで鉄骨の上になんて登ってたんだ？そんなに普通の車道は退屈か？
Bullseye, huh? Apparently, before I arrived, Tosaka had been elegantly observing the city below from on top of that steel arch.
いつになく鋭いじゃない、エミヤ君。やっぱり初めから見てた？
初めから見てたならすぐに止めてる。いくら遠坂でもあそこを登っていくのは無茶だ。サーカスじゃあるまいし、落ちたらシャレじゃ済まないぞ。まったく、あんまり心配させないでくれ。
Idiot! I hit her head with a light chop. Tosaka took my chop without complaint. Well, what can I say? It's impolite to say this, but a meek Tosaka isn't bad either.
何のつもりかは知らないけど、次は普通に歩いてくれ。それで、さっきの右フックは帳消しにしよ
う。そうね。約束はできないけど、ここぞという時以外は控えとく。ま、下調べはもう十分だしね。
Saying, I can't make any promises is just like her. At the very least, it means there's a possibility of her climbing that arc once more.
なあ、もしかして遠坂、俺が話した怪物たちを調べてるのか？
ちょっと、どうしたのよ一体。今日に限ってえらく勘がいいじゃない。鉄骨の上にいたのはともかく、なんでそれが使い魔たちとつながるのよ。
いや、なんていうか、それは。
Damn. I met someone here before doing exactly the same thing as Tosaka, but I'm not sure if I should tell her that.
それは？
それはアーチャーのやつが似たようなことをやってたから。
I knew she'd react like this. The relationship between Tosaka and Archer isn't really something you can easily explain. Even though their contract has been called off, there is no sign that either of them has cancelled it. So like now, they show interest in the same things while pretending not to notice each other, insisting it's a relationship of give and take.
挨拶にすら来ないと思ったらまたつまらないおせっかいを焼いてるわけね。それであいつはなんて言ってたの？エミヤ君。
何って、そうだな。具体的には何も。あの怪物たちを敵視しているくせに、あれは倒してもキリがないとか、無害だから放っておけとか。
他にはエミヤ君の言う怪物たちの大元が何であるか知ってる素振りだった？
それはないと思う。怪物たちの目的が何であるか知りたいとか、そんな段階だった。
は？ここを下調べしてるのにまだそんなことに気づいてないの？そいつらの目的なんて一つだけじゃない。
待った、驚くのはこっちの方だ。遠坂はあの怪物たちの目的がわかるのか？
ええ、理由はわからないけど目的なら明白じゃない。エミヤ君、あなたから聞いた話じゃその怪物たちはあなたしか殺していないんでしょ？
まあそれはそうだけど。
なら話は簡単よ。4日目の夜にだけ現れて4日間の異常を感じ取ってるエミヤ君だけを狙う怪物。そいつらはね、あなたにクリアさせないために集まってきてるのよ。
For some reason, I felt a chill go down my spine. Just as she says, those monsters have only been killing me. This shouldn't be surprising at all. But to stop you from clearing it, something about that phrasing was nauseatingly repulsive.
もっともだから何って感じだけど、その怪物を見たいんだけどいくら探しても見つからないし、アーチャーのやつどうやって見つけたのかしらね。
Archer had taken up position on the roof of the Shinto Center building and sniped at the monsters trying to invade. Without the great field of vision from that building's roof and Archer's hawk eyes, the discovery would have been difficult.
それで他には何か言ってた？一人じゃもう無理とか、そろそろ誰かの手を借りに行くとか、そういうの？
そういうのはなかったな。あ、口にはしないけど竜道寺を睨んでたっけ？
竜道寺？そっか、使い魔たちが溢れ出るのはそっちの方角なわけね。
I remembered Issei's ghost story. The Kageyama Entrail Graveyard, the mountain used to abandon old women to die where not even the dead are buried. What is left is a mountain of discarded meat. Truly, it is a suitable graveyard for these creatures.
オーケー、大体の状況は飲み込めたわ。怪物が見つけられないのは痛いけど、ま、最後の最後には目の当たりにするだろうし。
Tosaka stretches lazily as if to say there's no point in investigating here anymore.
私は帰るけど、エミヤ君はどうするの？一緒に帰る？
いや、まだ町に用事がある。ここで別れよう。
さ、じゃあまた後で。あんまり寄り道しないで帰ってくるのよ。
Tosaka heads to the footbridge. Jumping over there is no problem with her athletic prowess, but she really should pick clothes better suited for these kinds of stunts. Well, leaving that aside.
おい、アーチャーのことはいいのか？
別にいいわよ。あいつが何していようと私には関係ないし。エミヤ君もあいつに期待なんかしちゃダメよ。思わせぶりな行動ばっかりで、いざって時は何もしないやつなんだから。
じゃあ遠坂には期待していいのか？
もちろん、乗りかかった船だもの。 あなたが最後までたどり着くのなら、その時はできる限り力を貸すわ。右フックのお返しにね。
Without hesitation, Tosaka jumps over to the footbridge and lands with a soft thump. This is different than the time with Archer. Leaving behind a feeling of refreshment, the red magus gracefully exits the stage. Another wallpaper.